When people think of systems, they think technology, they think software, but that's not actually the case. To me, a system is much more than that. But what does it mean to you?
So I have an expression that I teach a lot, which is lo-fi is hi-fi. So the fastest way I can create a repeatable process that is error-free is what a system is to me. Now, sometimes that's going to be a big platform, right? Depending on the size of your firm. Sometimes you can accomplish that with a Google Sheet. I mean, we ran our entire operation on Google Sheets. Now you have all these beautiful platforms out there to run a firm. It was not like that when I was building Good Sense. And we actually incorporated one of the very first firm management softwares. And after 3 months, my team was like, I hate it. We hate it. And so we reverted, we had spreadsheets for everybody. A lot of times we think that, we're going to implement this system. Implementing systems take time, like platforms, There's a learning curve, there's finance, there's time lost servicing clients or getting new business. And I think a lot of them fall short because of feature overkill. Then you have to start all over again. I'm really big on keeping things as simple as possible. And that comes from my design background. Like there's the, form and function. And so in 1950s modern design, it was how much can you strip away and still have the object function? So how many things can I strip away in this system and still deliver the end result, which is accurate financials delivered regularly and on time?
I talked to a firm a couple of months ago, and they were 3 years into a workflow management system implementation. And they asked me, they said, we use Keeper internally. And they said, how long did it take you to roll out Keeper? And I said, 90 days. And they said, really? How did you roll it out in 90 days? And I said, well, we spent 90 days building a plan. We spent 90 days testing it. And then we spent 90 days rolling it out. And I said, that is exactly how it went. So by the time it hit our team, it was done. And they knew it. We also don't give them choices.
Yeah. With your size team, you have I know I met your partner, Jacob. A lot of the people that I work with are either solopreneurs or their size is really 10 people. So they don't have an IT person to lean on. It's just them, right? So they might have a COO or client services director. So that implementation piece of whether it's Keeper or Financial Sense or Client Hub becomes like a barrier to sale, right? It's a real friction point. They're just completely paralyzed and overwhelmed, and they're willing to still have the problem stay set front and center versus working through the solution.
There's a concept in implementations where it's, I'm okay with the problem I know rather than the solution I don't understand.
Correct. So one of the ways that I guide my students through that overwhelm and that paralysis is the small chunks, right? Do a taste, try Keeper out with 3 clients and then add another one, and then add another one, right? It's like health or anything else. You have to make these small changes, but you can't grow your firm, retain your clients, and keep your sanity unless you have systems. It's just not possible.